Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for November 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Now that's Monday through Thursday. Now if this is the first time you've joined or watched, or you just like to cross-watch and you don't want to watch the introduction, which will be tagged to all the videos, then just go down right around over there to the description, and there should be a timestamp. You click on that. It's supposed to just jump you right over to the main readings. Okay? Okay. Now, when I am doing Monday through Thursday, I will be using my Radley Valentine decks. I will use my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I will also use my Guardian Angel cards. Now, I've added on, should put my glasses on, my Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies by Frances Monroe and Judy Mastrangelo. I will also use my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, that is going to be for the main readings. Now for this, the introductions, I do a maybe short reading using my Waite Rider or Rider Waite traditional tarots, and I am going to use my Colette Baron Reed The Good Tarot again. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay? Okay. I am getting slowly better from whatever this is. Doctor says it's more allergy prone than anything else, so that's a good thing. Now, the thing that we need to remember so I am waiting for a good frost or a good freeze to just kind of kill all that mold and whatever in the leaves out there. Thank you for all your well wishes. Thank you for your suggestions on some of the herbs. I do like oil of oregano myself, so I want to thank you for that recommendation. Okay, so this week is going to be really interesting. I've talked about it. I've been leading up to it. It's just funny that as we get in towards this week, it's been more of a struggle to get on and to let you be more prepared for this week. This is that type of energy, and everybody's feeling it, and it's just like things are rolling, and then it just feels like it's getting harder and harder. There's more and more of a struggle. I'm not saying that stuff's hitting the fan this week, but this is a really good time energetically for it to hit the fan. Okay. Now, I've talked about the 5th, and I've actually said like the 5th through the 10th of November, that there's a lot of different energies. Jupiter, and towards the end of, actually the 24th of November, Jupiter will be going direct in Pisces, so it's going into that stationary motion again. So it's stationary retro until it starts to stop, and then it'll go stationary direct. So the energies are very, very strong. Mars energy, because it just went retro, is still very, very strong also. And the other ones, Saturn just did its flip, so it's still not quite up to its normal speed where you rush through, not rush through something, where you just consistently move. So all of these energies are pretty strong right now. Now, what's going on? The 8th of November, we have a full moon. We have a full moon, and it will be at 6:01 a.m., and this is Eastern Standard Time. So it will be a full moon. It will also be a total lunar eclipse. So some people are saying this will be a blood moon. Now, I read that we will not have an eclipse like a total lunar eclipse, I think it was, for another 2 to 3 years. So this is finishing up the cycle that started in Taurus season, because then it had a full moon eclipse in Scorpio, and now we're in Scorpio and we're having a full moon eclipse in Taurus. So we're just doing this flip. And you have to, you don't have to. You should remember that the South Node, which talks about, or which works with your past, is in Scorpio, and the North Node, which is more your future, is in Taurus. So we have this full moon. We have this eclipse early in the morning, November 8th. We have other things going on. We have Mercury, which is 16 degrees in Scorpio, conjuncting with the sun in Scorpio. Mercury about language, communications, electronic energy here. Scorpio keeps its secrets, but does like to have people tell its secrets. Okay, interesting energy there. So Scorpio keeps its secrets, but likes to discover secrets, wants secrets to come out. So we've got some interesting, maybe communication with that. We have the full moon, which is, is also going to be conjuncting with Uranus, again Taurus. So Uranus, now that's a strong favorable. And when I say favorable, I don't mean that it's going to be all favorable for us per se, but it's where they really work well together. So the full moon in Taurus conjuncting with Uranus in Taurus. So Uranus is so it's a little stronger energy for this full moon because it's Taurus, all this, Uranus, expect the unexpected. And then we've got this eclipse. So it's really an extremely strong thing right there. It is trining, so conjuncting, trining is still these favorable energies, meaning that it makes things stronger. That's going to be trining with Pluto and Capricorn, and then we have some stuff with Neptune, and then of course Jupiter. The thing that's interesting is that it will be squaring with Saturn in Aquarius, and my good old Saturn in Aquarius. I have talked about that so many times, about Saturn in Aquarius, illusion versus reality. So we have the ninth where the Sun in Scorpio will be opposing Uranus. We have also where Mercury in Scorpio will be opposing Uranus. So again, there's this clashing of these energies there. And then we have Mercury Mercury in Scorpio squaring Saturn. So I'm going to post my little cheat sheet here so you can take a look at it. I'll post it in my blog on my website so you can take a look and see what that's all about. Now, I'm sorry, I'm not going to stop. Normally I try to cut out for my coughs, but I was thinking about how, this came to me just the other day. So November 7th. 11 plus 7. So that is an 18 energy. 1 plus 8, so we're going to bring it down. 1 plus 8 is a 9 energy. So if we take the year 2022, that becomes a 6. So we take 9 plus 6. My mind was just going this way. And we come to 15. 15, if we go into our major arcana cards, 15, and this would be Monday energy, would be the devil card. And that is, the devil card to me is, well, for one thing, fear is a tool of the devil, but the devil card is also choosing whether or not you're going to face your fears, choosing whether or not you're going to free yourself from a situation where you are losing your humanity. So that in itself is interesting. To me it is. Then we go to 11 plus 8. So 11 plus 8 is 19. We add that together. So we add that together. Where am I going even with this? So I had this 11 plus 8 is 19. Then we bring that, so that becomes a 10. 10 plus 6, okay? 10 plus 6 is the Tower card, which popped out for us. The Tower card is, again, when everything has to be pulled out. The rug is pulled out from underneath our feet. There's a lot of destruction, but there's also a lot of this destruction is really the destruction of dark energies, of evil energies, and there's a lot of exposure with the Tower too. It feels horribly uncomfortable. We don't necessarily like this, but it has to be done in order for that to happen. So now we go to 11-9. So 11-9, we add that together. We have a 20. So we go to that, am I going right? 11 plus 9 is that. I had this all in my head. So 11 plus 9 is 20. So we go to our, anyway, I had it so that it would come out to so we go to 20. Oh, no. Okay, I'm messing up with that one. It'll come back to me anyway. But so we have our 15, we have our 16, and we have our, so 11, 2, 11, 11, oh, okay, so it all came down to, so I had the 11, and I had, so that was a 2. 11 became that 2. 2 became plus 9. It became 11 again. 11 plus 6 became a 17. And 7, blame my drugs, I'm sorry. Not my drugs, you know what I'm saying, cold medicine, allergy medicine. But that became the star card. That became the star card. And then on November 10th, if you're bearing with me at all, that becomes a 3, and 3 plus 6 becomes a 9, and that becomes our Hermit card. So, there's a lot of, so we have the fear card, overcoming fear, facing fears, should we choose, things falling apart, the destruction of an older system happening. Then we come to that star card, which is all about hope. And then we come to that Hermit card, which is about really connect with higher power and pray. So let's see what this week is all about really going to happen. I'm just saying, and again, I'm not saying horrible things. I'm just saying, if anything, if the stuff was to hit the fan, this would be a good week for it to do it. Okay, let's see. This card was the first one to fall out of the deck. You know that anything reversed is a little bit stronger. So let's see what we've got going here. So here we are. Okay, so here we are, and that one is not reversed. Okay, let's go on back to here. Anyway, we've got the Tower card. See, something's trying to keep me from doing my readings here. So we've got the Tower card. It is reversed. This is a 16 energy. So we have the 1 and the 10. So 1 new beginning, 10 transitional energy. 6 is the number of man. It's the energy you put into something yourself. Now you add that together, it becomes a 7. 7 then is divine energy, divine healing, divine umbrella. But this is where I was going with the numbers, especially that 8. This is where things have to fall out. This is where things have to change. It can no longer be what it is. It's no longer safe. It's no longer righteous, or if it ever was righteous. Now, again, we have the crown. We have this crown that's kind of toppling over. We have people that are just basically giving up, or basically, just moving on. But the thing that we're never really seeing is, what are they actually jumping into, or what are they jumping from? So it's interesting energy. I did read something, or I heard something that I liked about the Tower. I did like when somebody said it's the destruction of evil. So then we have our 6, again, number of man. This is a major arcana card 2. And this is the lover energy. This is kind of that energy that takes you back. We've got an Adam and Eve type of energy here, because we've got the fruits, we got the serpent, and I never go down that route with this card. We've got this Holy Spirit, we've got this source, not quite sure, this angelic energy. There is, in many ways, there is a blessing to be had. There is, so, hopefully that this is something that's very, very positive. The Lover's card does bring about a lot of healing, does bring a lot of, kind of putting you on the right track, whether it be comfortable or not. Okay, let's see what we have. So we have something, whatever this is, it is something that is to help, or to help heal with whatever all this pressure, all this stressors that are coming. So I always love the the man is looking at the woman, and looking at the woman, they're both naked, they're both very, very vulnerable. They're not necessarily covering themselves up, which is one of those things that after the fall, the story of the fall, that they were ashamed, but they're just standing there totally exposed, and the woman is looking up at the divine creature. So it's there's the sun behind. So I do feel that it's a very positive energy. I do feel it's a very positive resolution. I do feel that it's going to be, whatever this is, it's going to be very illuminating. Okay, so now next card is, okay, we go back to the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, so Court cards have underlying energies, and we have our four energies. Our first energy is our earth energy, or according to our court cards, our earth energy, which is the page's underlying energy. That is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, money, job, career. Then we go to our night energy, and that is our fire energy. That is our Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Now, Sagittarius energy will be popping itself more and more as we get a little further down November. So it's passionate, burning, very determined energy. Then we have our queens, which is our water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Pisces and Scorpios, very big players right now. And then we have our sword energy, which is our air energy, Aquarius, Libra, and Mars. Thought processes, thinking things through, making plans. Now, the Page of Swords has been having some difficulties for me. So we have our earth energy, money, job, career. We have our sword energy, Aquarius, Libra, and Mars. I mean, and I keep saying Mars, but I mean Gemini. But that Mars energy seems to be creating a little bit of a, it's a little bit of a problem accepting what you might have accepted in the future. I mean, accepted in the past. It's a problem with that. It's like things aren't, it's like we're not in Kansas anymore. We're facing some things that we may not have faced before. However, the Page has a very enthusiastic energy, believes that things are possible. All things are possible for the good. The Page, the Page of Swords, it, says, okay, you have a challenge, bring it on, bring it on. I kind of get this with this Page, even though he's carrying a sword. I'm kind of get this, I'm ready. Like batter up, I'm ready. I'm ready to come out. I'm ready to start swinging. I'm ready for some action energy here. So not to say that things are easy, because they're never easy per se, but this Page is definitely ready for whatever is coming. Okay, so interesting that, let's see, again, I was going to do my Osha Zen Tarot. I was thinking I will do that on the Monday through Thursday, and then it's like, nope, Colette Barron Reed wants to come and talk. So let's see what you're going to be bringing up here. Let's see what you're going to bring up. Okay, come on. Higher power, what do you want to say through these cards? What do you want to say? Here we go. So, like I said, we don't know, but I do go with whatever I was talking about with those numbers. It made perfect sense to me before. That Hermit, it was kind of like after everything, there's hope. There's lots of, wonderful possibilities, but, that Hermit energy for that 10th, it was very much, maybe we need to do some praying to, Source, Holy Spirit, God, whoever that is to you. Okay, let's see what we've got here. The Nine of Water. Oh, I love that we took this because this is the wish card. The 9 is, let's wrap it all up. So after a week that could be very, very energetically stressing. And remember, the full moon is always a time that affects our bodies, our world. So there is a little bit of a intensity with the full moon. It's also a time when I say to release, relinquish, and request. Like 3 days before, 3 days after, release what's holding you back, relinquish what you don't need anymore, and request what you do want in your life, what you do want in your world. Okay? So this is the 9 of Water. This is the 9 of Cups. Cups, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And this is the wish card. So this is a time, and remember, this is a universal type of energy here going on. This is a time where there's a lot of positive possibilities to be had. A lot of things can be made possible this week. Okay? Just putting that out there. Let me know what you think. Remember, I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power and just say, hey, what do you want to say? Please take that moment to do the like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. As always, we will start our readings now. Hello, my Tauruses. Wow, big full moon coming up for you. So if we're to expect the unexpected, I guess the thing would be expect nothing so that you get everything. How's that? I don't know, but you will be feeling this full moon. And so, like I've said before, and I don't worship the moon, I do think this is a moon worthy of a moon celebration, okay? So this would be the releasing, relinquishing, and requesting. And yes, I will go through this again. Write it all down, what you're releasing, relinquishing, requesting. Put kind of a caveat and anything else for my own good. On the bottom. I like keeping, when I do this, when I really sit down and I'm very serious, many times I just get out there and say, can you help me with this? And this is what I want. But if you're really serious about doing this, I like to make an extra copy so that when I'm doing this and I'm talking and I'm putting this out there, I burn the one. I keep the other copy for my mirror, my refrigerator, wherever it is, so I can do daily affirmations on that. I've seen it work. I have seen it work, my Tauruses. Now, the other thing about this is in the introduction, I kind of got a little spacey when I'm talking about that star card. And how I came to, it just hit me that there was something very major going on, or there's an opportunity for something major going on. And the devil card came up for that Monday, and it was just like, oh, and I'm noticing, okay, the 15th, 16th, 17th. Of the cards themselves. Okay, so how I got those numbers was November became an 11, which then became a 2. So for Monday the 7th, I added 2 plus 7, that became a 9, and then 2022 became a 6, so I added 9 plus 6, and that became a 15. So the same thing then, the 8th, it became a 10, then it became this plus 6, 16, and then the 9th became, 2 plus 9 became an 11 plus 6, and that's how I got to the 17th. Also on the 10th, besides it being the Hermit energy, it became 2 plus 10, which became a 12, plus 6 became an 18, and that became the Moon energy. If you don't know what I'm talking about and you want to, then go check the introduction. If you don't worry about it. Anyway, just wanted to give some clarification on that, because it was just really came strong to me that there was some major arcana energy moving this week, or had the potential to move this week. And then we got that Tower card in the introduction. So let's see what else we might have for my Tauruses. Yes, your energy here. When I say expect the unexpected, if you expect nothing, maybe you'll get everything. Doesn't mean that it's going to be bad. Doesn't mean it's going to be good. It's just there's an intensity this week. We're all feeling it. Here we go. First card, reversed. Well, the King of Gabriel. Did you get this recently? Kind of feels like you did. This is where, okay, King's underlying energy is our air energy. Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Aquarius and Gemini have a lot of, Aquarius has that Saturn, now direct. Gemini has Mars, now retro. But they're still in this kind of, they're moving, but they're not moving as strongly as they normally do. And it doesn't mean that it lessens their strength. It just means it's more intensely focused. Okay, so you have that air energy underneath. Making plans, thinking things through, very wise energy. But then you have Gabriel, you have fire energy, you have our Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. We're turning the corner, not quite there yet, for Sagittarius season. And that's going to be an interesting time in itself. I feel a lightening with Sagittarius coming. But Gabriel, fire, passionate, burning, determined. King of Gabriel wants you to look at the whole thing. Stop micromanaging, stop microanalyzing, my Tauruses. This is not the week for you to be doing that. This is where you need to be looking at your goals. So if you're doing your paperwork and you're doing what I told you to, or asked you to do, it's not, do not be so, I want a job. I want this job on this street at this time, da-da-da. No, I want a job that pays me a lot of money, that pays me, you look at it bigger. Look bigger. You've been looking too small, my Tauruses. All right, we all sometimes do that. Stop micromanaging, stop microanalyzing, stop the micro and go to the macro. Look at things bigger, okay? And believe that bigger can happen for you. Oh, this is the thing now, because my Taurus is, oh my gosh, when all of this stuff happened before we switched into this Aquarius, all this stuff, there was so many opportunities and possibilities. They're still out there. You just have to look bigger. You just have to look beyond. Now, what does beyond mean? Beyond your block, beyond your realm, beyond your skill set. Yes to all. Look beyond. There's a lot of creativity here. There's a lot of, like I said, don't micro. You need to be more macro in whatever this is, whatever your goal setting is about. Generous, inspirational, dramatic, and driven. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. So if people start bringing you all these little details, don't think that you're the one that has to solve them. Ask them, well, what do you want done? Oh, I want this done. Well, and how can you do that? Give that back to them. Like I said, you don't have to be the one that picks up don't think micro, no micromanaging. You don't have to pick up their pieces. You can give them their pieces and say, now put your puzzle together. I want to see the big picture. Okay? So it's time to take the pieces and let the other people start assembling so you can see see what the bigger outcome is all about. Anyway, let's see what we've got here. Well, this is something that happens very, very quickly. And this is also the opposite of the King of Gabriel. So, Knight's underlying energy, fire. Michael energy, air. So you've got like the dual energies here. So you've got the air, the thinking things through, and you've got the passion. The Knight, directional. Now this Knight, I am kind of picking up the directions with the Knights this time around. I've only had one, I think. But this Knight is moving forward. And this Knight is moving forward quickly. This Knight is now kind of like, I have my directions. I have my path. I may not necessarily have a complete map, but I know where I'm going, and I'm going there now. So there's a lot of there's, besides that passion, and there is like the pieces of that puzzle being put together. Maybe it's being put together by an ultimate player type of energy around you. It's bigger power around you, but it's kind of like pieces are fitting. You're seeing, you're feeling what you're supposed to be doing. And you've been thinking about this. You've been thinking about all of this. You've just been waiting for an opportunity, and now don't overthink it. Don't micromanage it. Run with it. Okay. Strong, committed, intellectual, diligent. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion. Sudden changes. So things could, again, change on the dime. Next card, reversed. 6 of Gabriel. So you have court cards, and court cards have been very very strong for these readings. They have been telling you you have to step up your game a little bit more, but now you have that 6 of Gabriel. Gabriel again, fire. 6, the energies you've put into something, the number of man. This is a victory. This is getting what you want, going after what you want. Okay? Again, you can't micromanage. You're gonna have to think very, very quickly. The energies do not allow you to really ponder too much, which my Tauruses you may want to do. But that full moon with that eclipse is going to be pushing you. And it's kind of like, I kind of feel like it's a heartbeat or a throbbing, and it's like push, 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 push. And you're not going to be allowed to just stand where you're at. It's going to jerk you forward. So this is this is a week where great pushes come in. Great pushes. Okay. Congratulations. You've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project, awards, scholarships, or promotions. So it's pushing you. Kind of like a pulse, the pulse. And it's not stopping. It's not stopping. Okay. Guardian angels. What else do you have for my Tauruses? What do you have for my Tauruses? Yeah, Yeah, I love the Six of Gabriel, Six of Fire, Six of Rods. It's, riding into victory. It's like, hey, here I am. And everybody is like, yay, yay, here comes Taurus. Yay, finally. So here we go. Again, don't get in the habit of picking up other people's work, and don't get in the habit of micromanaging other people and even yourself. Okay? I'm not saying that if you're doing intricate work not to do a good job. I'm just saying don't get to the point that that you tear it apart so many times that you get nothing done. Okay, here we go. This is the Sun card. This is major arcana energy. So now we have a 19, and we didn't talk, in 19 is kind of the follow-up to all that I was talking about in that introduction with all of the major arcanas. So we have the 1, the 10, we have a 9. 9, let's wrap it up. 10, 1 plus 9 becomes a 10, transition. 1, new beginning. 0, God source energy. Positive recognition. Anyway, congratulations. Your plans have worked out perfectly, and now it's your time to shine. Brilliant new ideas will present themselves to you, and success is all but assured. You don't get the sun too often, do you, my Tauruses? Or you used to, but express yourself openly and honestly, knowing that those surrounding you are trustworthy. Be open to unexpected opportunities. Okay? And these are the unexpected opportunities. Interesting stuff. We've been getting lots of major arcanas with the reading. Some have been really full, but then one sneaks in like this one. Okay. So, like I said, don't sweat the small stuff. Keep your eye on the bigger picture. Here we go. Let's see. Inspirational wisdom from angels and fairies. Ooh, okay. Ooh, doorway to fairyland. I always looked for one when I was a child. Anyway, imagination is the key that will open doors and show you the way. I love that. Like I said, I always looked for those. Here we go. Let's see what we've got. Crystal or energy for my Tauruses. Imagination is the key. Reversed selenite. Now there's a satin spar, and then there's true selenite. So you may want to get true selenite. Anyway, psychic insight, blessings, fidelity, deep connection. Love it, love it, love it. Don't sweat the small stuff. If you're expecting the unexpected, then expect nothing, because this is a big full moon for you. Anyway, my Tauruses, take a moment, please, to like, share, subscribe, click on that bell for notifications. As always, my Tauruses, you know I love you. Well, know that you are loved. Stay shining and blessed, and stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.